Hey everyone, welcome to another scene in Darkness in Dublin. This is going to be a scene for the Werewolf playtest, hashtag soon. Today's scene is going to be taking place in our very own home sept, the Sept of the Autumn Spear, as a few of the younger Garu are chilling and doing their thing. Um, those that were there to get her out, there is a new cub on the Sept as well, uh, one that is named Bridget. But the den mother just calls her Brat.
Lettuce.
Uh, so this happens to be. No, I didn't say Metis. I said a new cub. Although if I said Metis, it's probably because I was thinking of Metis. Hashtag Freudian slip. Yeah, but it was a Freudian slip. She is a new cub, Hamid cub, not a Metis. It'd be quite awkward if she were a Metis. Anyway, today is a lull in time for a few people. And y'all happen to have some free time on your hands. Ryan, the spirits are pretty soothed for the moment. Tree Husk, it's a wolf day. And Brat, Autumn Nova has finished at least some of her lessons for the day and just told you that she's going to be laying on a rock under a tree because she doesn't like rain. So y'all can just go down the line and tell me what you're doing in your free time.
Brad's just looking for the rock under the tree. There are many rocks and there are many trees.
There are in fact numerous suitable rocks and trees. Rock and tree combos. Treehouse has a rock and tree combo. It's pretty boss.
If a Triosk is underneath one of them, Brad's probably gonna kind of meander close. Be like, have you seen Autumn Nova? Puts around every tree rock.
Every tree rock combo.
Every tree rock combo. Autumn Nova? Give it!
Yep, she's like, yes, giant furry mask under a tree on a rock. Perfect. Damn it! Wrong furry combo.
Damn it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Excuse me. Apologies.
The head like pops up. The ears prick forward. And for what it's worth, she'll responsively kind of pick up her head, start glancing around, and just try to pull up where the fuck the last time she saw the den mother was. On the bright side, her tree rock combo is in fact as high altitude as she can manage because, I don't know, she's just got a thing with altitude. She likes being high up enough to see what's going on. Them Galliard instincts are tingling.
Like the biggest rock under the biggest tree that they could find.
It's pretty much that she sets up where you've got, little places where you've got a bit of an incline, not even really a cliff, but like a rocky hill type situation. She tends to perch on top of those. She likes being at places where she can oversee what's going on. So when shit goes down, she can see it. That Galliard foo. Gonna tell everyone your shit. So yeah, she just kind of lazily picks up her head, starts looking around, seeing who the fuck she even recognizes. When the hell did she even last see the den mother? They were probably hanging out of the rain earlier. Shit.
There's probably like a little head perched like half on the rock, half off, trying to look up at Triesk, questions in her eyes. Have you seen her? You haven't? Okay. Thank you anyway.
She like picks up a paw and makes with the most comically human gesture and reaching up and on like at like thigh or hip level, like doing the pat, like they're there. You wait here. I'll find her. Like,
Thank you.
stay up here on a perch where I can fucking find you. Cubbies wandering around all by their onesies. What's this world coming to? Yeah, so she gives you the weirdest like pat. Is there a particular denning area that Autumn Nova prefers? Her little cub zone. Is there a kiddie pool?
What do you like? Like a places where cubs hang out? Is that what you're looking for?
Essentially, yeah. Is there like I imagine some portion of the sept that is kind of where the cubs are expected to bumble around and be cubs?
Yeah. There is the stereotypical cub cabin, which is not. It's not limited to being a cabin. There is a cabin there, but there's also like makeshift dens for wolves that are set up there as well. It's actually quite accommodating for both breeds because they're.
You blooped.
There's been blooping. TM?
Pretty serious bloop.
TM? It does sound like a serious bloop. On the plus side, he's still alive, so we know he's not out. Knock on wood.
I'll say, don't you jinx us like that.
I'm knocking on wood as I said it.
Okay, good. Better.
Good wood too. Regardless, I'm pretty sure Brat's far away from the little.
What does Brat wear? Does she
come from?
Oh, he lives again.
Of
My bad.
I think so.
Cub zone. Is Tim,
try again, Tim.
Try speaking now. He's not speaking. Oh no. Tim, we heard you for a second and then you blurted out and then we were just like, oh no.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
There we go.
And we're still live, yes.
Answer, yes, there are cub cabins. Well,
yeah, we heard a bit about the dens and stuff, and then you started to say something else, and it just blew.
Yeah, I was saying it's surprisingly accommodating for both breeds because there are only two breeds and nothing else.
Yeah, once there's that epiphany of like, man, you are far the fuck away from home. Does Brat wear anything that like dangles? Anything like, I don't know, is her shirt baggy and long?
She usually wears like a ribbed tank and baggy pants, so you can like grab in one of her cargo pockets.
Yep. She like takes a minute, looks around, has that little revelation of like, man, you wandered way the fuck off path. She'll just turn around and casually, not aggressively and not like viciously, just very calmly turns and like snags that loop in your cargo pants. Like, kind of like picking up a puppy almost, but obviously she's not big enough to pick you the fuck up. Not in Lupus. So she just like snags that and starts kind of slowly walking to see if you'll get the idea and come with her.
She'll look and be like, oh, okay, we're going this way. Am I far away from where I should be?
Yes.
I got kind of turned around. I
Better
tripped
yet,
over some
with a thing in her mouth. Yes.
Tripped over some roots over there.
Ooh. Everyone's got the lag.
Oh, I thought that was just me. I thought I was fucking up. I was like, oh no.
Nope, that was her.
Oh no, sorry.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
She'll like complain about the roots and just be like, I was just looking for autumn. There are so many trees and rocks and combinations of the two.
And yeah, there will be the comical, at least for the first little bit, she'll like snag the cargo loop and tug and kind of start guiding that way. But when Brat seems to be totally chill with following along without needing extra instruction, she will kind of bleh the loop out of her mouth and go ahead and start trotting along, Cubby in tow, heading back towards at least that area of the set because it's a lot more likely to find the Den Mother over there.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her eyes, ears, and nose on a swivel. It's awkward.
Giant wolf head going back and forth.
As they start to make their way to the cub cabin / cub dens, Brat will distinctly remember she was here. Nova said she was leaving this place temporarily to sleep on her rock and tree combo.
No, wait. This is where I came from. She said that she was at the Tree and Rock.
On that note, I'm switching over to Ryan. Hey, Kim.
Hello.
What's Ryan doing? Yo.
Probably doing what he always does, reading a book underneath a tree, because he has nothing else to do with his life.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Would Ryan, in any way, shape, or form, and I want you to be honest with me, and if you say yes, I will understand and trust you. Does he in any way, at any point in time, expect a wolf to fall on his head?
Honestly, he doesn't expect it, but he wouldn't be surprised because he's like, yeah, Ragabash are a thing.
So, what kind of book is Ryan reading?
Let me look over at my bookshelf real fast and pick out a fucking book. He is reading, what's that? It looks pretty big. I don't even know what books I got on my shelf anymore. My reading list. He is reading The Body Farm by, what the fuck kind of, Patricia Cornwell. Jesus Christ, she sounds like she's from Louisiana. Fucking Cornwell.
Do you have the book in your hands, Kim?
Yeah. It's actually a good book. I remember reading like halfway through this and then I stopped for some reason.
Page 112 and start reading the third sentence.
Page 112, third sentence. The name of the funeral director. The judge was taking notes. Lucius Ray.
Stop there. Because Ryan is going to feel an incredible amount of weight on his, and he's going to hear yelping right next to his ear, and he feels fur, and he sees red, and he just feels this figure writhing as he probably goes down too, along with what he realizes is a wolf. Hey, Treehusk, Brat, y'all hear yelping and rustling not too far away.
Ryan's just gonna kind of look, just be like, "Do you need something?" Through the fur.
The wolf gets up, springs up, looks side to side, looks at Ryan. What? What's happening?
Why did you fall on me?
Why did I fall
What is going on?
on you?
Brat's gonna try to go towards the noise.
Yeah, Treehusk is going to start detouring because this sounds interesting.
Yeah, no, when y'all get there, y'all see Autumn Nova. She's covered in leaves and twigs.
Dead mother? I mean, we found her. I just think the rock is occupied.
Perks up. Hello, Brat. Hello, Tree Husk.
Why are you on? I mean, half on, half not on. This. Hi.
I was on the rock, and then I fell from the tree.
Why were you on the tree?
I don't know why I was on the tree. Stops. Thanks.
Do you not remember?
She narrows eyes, looks over to the left.
Duels
And she's kind of let out a howl. And it's just, she just shouts, like it's a howl / shout. Brad, you can oddly understand this, as you've come to realize. She basically screams out, Jackie.
Who the fuck is Jackie? Looks to Tree Husk and then to Autumn Nova. The fuck is Jackie?
For what it's worth, Treehusk has ruined the severity of the situation by greeting the Den Mother the way she has always greeted the Den Mother. Which means that there's been an upward turn of the jaw. And then, like, the creep up in, like, the half crouch with the little tail wags and, like, looking around her muzzle and neck and whatnot. Very puppyish.
Yep.
For all that she is full grown. Because this is Den Mother. And that is how you do. By the time she yells at Jackie, Treehusk is probably hunkered down in front of her, just bleh.
It's Ryan and Treehusk can recognize the Wormfoe's laughter.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Brad, someone is laughing in response to the angry howling.
Looks around for the laughter. It's like, I don't see anybody else.
Can the laughter please be just like my fucking birds laughing in the background?
Little twittering.
Yeah, but she'll lick Treehusk's neck because she remembers where she is right now. And she'll shake herself off. Hey guys, welcome to all the dirt and twigs.
Oh no.
Ryan just sighs.
Treehouse just lays there. This is fine.
Patted off her hair and clothes.
I did not hear that. You might try a still picture instead of an animated GIF. It's probably killing your shit. Albeit watching it jitter is a good way to tell when you're lagging.
That's true. But as she shakes herself out, she will look to Ryan and say, I apologize for falling on you. Who are you?
I am Serenade's spirits.
Oh, you're the one that's been talking with the water elementals. Thank you.
Yep, that's me. As he realizes that shall probably just be what he's known for the rest of his life.
Well, who else are you? Serenade spirits.
I'm assuming this is the point where I have to go through that long spiel about like every fucking thing on my character sheet.
You guessed it.
Oh god damn it. I hate this part.
I guess that's what happens when you have it down.
I don't even have any renown. Okay, well I got like
People know your shit.
3 points. We'll just serenade spirits. The urge. The Fianna tribe born on 2 legs. Did I fucking miss anything? I probably did, but I am too tired to give a fuck.
Who else are you? She asked again.
Did I?
She,
What?
oh, correct me if I'm wrong. Did I hear his rank be mentioned?
Oh, Cleus. I thought I forgot something.
Oh, okay.
Swear to God, she's gonna make him do the neck thing, Isn't she?
Hold on.
Oh
Firstly,
God, fucking.
My name is Autumn Nova. I am a Fianna Galliard, lupus born, Austrian ranked, and den mother of the set. Also, she's gonna walk on up and she's gonna tilt Ryan's head up with her nose.
This game, I really do.
Respect is everything.
Low key, really like this game. Yep, I'll just go along with it, even though, like, just fucking landed on him and he ain't even fucking know better. But I'll just go ahead and yep.
So, what was I needed for?
Looks back at Pratt.
Oh, yes. Hello, I am Brat. Cub, everyone born on 2 legs. And she'll do the neck thingy. Sorry, I bothered you. Just like a hand wave after the neck thing. Or like before the neck thing. Did I cut out?
Nope.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Was Brad, who was Brad introducing herself to?
Oh, she was introducing herself to Tree Husk because she just realized that she didn't say
Okay.
hi.
Yep.
Because she figures Ryan and Autumn Nova are having a conversation. She might as well just apologize and say hi to the wolf that she interrupted's nap.
Yep. Fiasco. Roll a glance up. Roll a glance back over to the other 2. Look back again. Oh God. Sorry. I toggled over to my sheet and forgot that my concept is no shit. Roo roo roo. Oh, in all caps. It killed me a little. I am Treehusk. Lupus born Galliard of the Fianna and Gleath to the nation. Tongue law.
She kind of giggle a little at the tongue roll.
There is a brief, teeny tiny tilt of the head. Did you understand all that already?
Yes. Some of it, Cleoth, I kind of remember. Autumn Nova has been very informative. Which is the case. If I do not
There weren't
remember
any
something,
words there.
she
She just
gives
barked.
me. It just gives me the disappointed. If I do not remember things correctly, she gives me the disappointed look, and then I try harder to remember, so I do not get the disappointed look.
Good.
The disappointed look is a strong look.
It is. And she'll probably pitch around, especially in the wake of the Bork. And just just make a handful of noises that, I mean, it's not high tongue. It doesn't translate into anything. It's just kind of like Wolfie grumbles. Little just kind of placating Wolfie grumbles.
And while the Wolfie grumbles are happening, I have to see another cub who is doing Wolfie grumbles. Give me a second.
Okay, I just had to step away. All right. So Nova's going to look over to Ryan and look at his book, sniff the book. This is book, yes?
Yeah. I said yes.
Oh, I actually didn't hear you. My bad. I thought you were still muted. I shall ask, which book is it? Is it a Bible?
Certainly not. It is.
Oh. She just said, oh. To show that she understood.
It is a fiction book.
Oh, I've heard about fiction. They are lies.
Wag wag.
Yep. Just nods. And says, yep.
What was it the Shadow Lords have said?
Oh boy.
Right. Sometimes a made-up story can be just as powerful as a real one. I don't understand how. Because if it's not real, then it can't kill you.
There's definitely a judgmental face on the Galliard, who gives a very sage nod in agreement.
Sometimes it is just more pleasing to read a fictitious story.
Oh, so you're a story for fun.
Yeah. It's like a children's bedtime story.
Well, wouldn't it being real make it more fun?
Not particularly for children.
Why would you not tell a child a real story?
Because sometimes it is good to flourish their imagination with a story that is equally imaginative.
Blank.
Actually, you know what, Katie? You know that picture of those wolves that see a dude jogging and they're like, what are you doing, predator? Oh no, I don't
Yes.
understand what's happening.
Why are you expending calories for no reason? I don't understand. That's pretty much what's happening, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a stare of like, but why though? Why would you ever do this? I don't understand.
I've heard it.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're just getting the blankest, most honest and open, confused wolf face who's ever happened. If you said something, Tim, it got blurped after like the first syllable.
Nope. Said nothing. Although now I'm going to say something.
Do it.
So, what pops up is what is colloquially known as the Wormfoe's call to action. It's the howl that she puts out when something's going down and she's getting people. She says the same thing every time. In High Tongue, this is something you can somewhat understand. She's starting to understand it. Everyone hears, "Hey kids, want to see a dead body?"
At which point, there's just this resounding scrambling noise. Like, have you ever heard a dog on a hardwood floor? That's the sound as as Treehouse hears the call to action. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get it at all. She just knows it means it's time to bite something. So there's just the mad scrabble of claws on the top of this stone as she goes from calmly laying there to like feet akimbo as she like scrambles up and skitters. Like, ugh. She responds to the call for action.
The fuck is going on with the dead body?
She looks pretty excited.
Autumn Nova? Why were people asking about dead body? Is there actually a dead body?
Was Jackie the Ripper? That might be the case. Come, we will see which.
Jackie the Ripper. It sounds like a familiar thing. I feel like that sounds way too familiar. Did we Sierra or Ethan who told me about? You know what? I'll follow. Come on. Just scrambling after the dead mother. Half curious, half weary.
Is Ryan gonna come along to see the quote-unquote dead body?
Brian's just gonna fucking sigh because he knows how fucking crazy this chick is, but he's gonna go along just bitching in his head the whole time. Oh, great. What the fuck she do this time?
Yeah, they're dead bodies.
Alrighty, because I don't have necessarily with to try and switch mid-cam pictures in the middle of a scene. I'm just not going to try it. Y'all know what the Wormfoe looks like.
Psycho bitch.
Y'all know what she
A
looks like.
psycho.
I've pulled her up plenty of times. Yep, crazy eyes. So she is
More attentive scrambling. Sorry.
Yep. She is standing. She is standing like off the. She's standing off the sept in lupus form. On the bond. And there are a few Garu that are starting to circle around her and such. Is everybody gonna stop and sit down and listen to Jackie the Ripper's mission briefing?
Lola, Brat's gonna plop down wherever Autumn Nova stops, so she can ask, like, what the fuck's going on?
As people are starting to gather, this Black Wolf, she will kind of look around and say, and you know what, that's good enough. Hey, everyone. Y'all probably know who I am. I'm Jackie the Ripper, also known as the Wormfoe. And she immediately looks at Brat. Good to see you're not dead. Hello. How are you shaping up?
Waves. Hi. Still alive. Trying to stay that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good on you. Anyway, on to serious things. Yes, because serious things are serious and require serious faces.
Sorry.
She has
I
puts
got a
on her
pin.
serious face.
She actually like closes her eyes, like shakes her head out, opens her eyes again, looks up, and says, "I found another lupus kin. Managed to get the descriptions of one from the ones we've already found. It looks like she's only a few kilometers from here. If you're not a guardian, well, consider this me tapping you. Some of you have already experienced getting some of these kin back. Hashtag tree husk.
Yeah,
Thank you,
there's a
Tree
small
Husk.
dust storm going on behind her. The tail. Flip,
Others.
flip, flip, flip.
Jeff looks at Jeff.
Oh, poor Jeff.
But regardless, we gotta bring this kin back into the fold. I don't know what tribe they're from, but kin is kin. So we're doing what we do. Y'all are gonna group up, fan out and search. I'm gonna do what I do, scout out ahead. The little fucker's actually trying to hide from me. Don't worry, I got this. I got this. I got this. Hey, cub that didn't die. Go with the cub that's not a cub anymore, otherwise known as tree husk. And
I
Ryan.
And what?
No, she stops when she notices Ryan there.
Ryan just looks at her.
You do what you do. Everyone else do what they do.
Oh,
I'm gonna do what I do. And yeah, Jackie's not gonna say goodbye. She's just gonna start running.
So that's the Wormfell. And Brat will say, looking to Nova.
Yeah. I'm pretty certain she put me in a tree.
You know what? I can believe that. She definitely has a formidable presence.
Yes.
Me está boca. Remembers in Spanish and she looks crazy.
Nova will look to Tree Husk and ask, "You will take care of Brett, yes?
Yes.
Good. I will go and take care of Jeff."
Yes.
What did Jeff do?
His story for later.
Yes.
For now,
Oh my God, everyone tells him that.
pats a paw on the ground. 4 feet. Pat, pat.
Okay, 4 feet. Okay. Okay, 4 feet, 4 feet. Brad's just gonna concentrate.
Expectant staring. No pressure. Stare.
Hopefully, she's able to shift. I was like, I gotta roll for that. I can roll for it. Give me a sec. What do I even roll? Do I have?
Do we have the taking time thing, Tim?
Yeah, we do.
Then you good. You ain't trying to do
Okay.
it in a little finger snap. You good.
Okay, see. And after like 3 minutes of, I guess, concentrating and remembering, she can do this. This is a thing she can do now.
Of looking
She gets
constipated.
Yeah. Like she's ate too many chimichangas. Chimichangas. Anyway. She goes from Brat to the pup.
It stands to mention, because you're so unused to it, this is a pretty painful process. Bones have to break and then be remade entirely differently.
That's the constipated look.
Yep. Although when you go lupus, everything is more vivid. Like I don't know.
The colors.
Yep. You smell things. God. If no one brushed their teeth, you know what somebody had last night for dinner.
Jesus. Uncomfortable look. Rubs her nose into the dirt like, no, I didn't ask for this part. Coño, give me a second. Everything smells like culo. Ay. Why? Ugh. She shakes her head. Jesus, I thought we were fucking blind. Aren't we supposed to be blind? You know what? Never mind.
There's and I'll turn around and like, kind of like the maw over her muzzle, like just mouthing very gingerly, just kind of like the stab, mom.
She'll nod, like, okay.
And Treehouse will pitch a glance to Ryan, but he has been told to handle his own shit. So she won't necessarily give him any instructions per se. Just kind of glance back to be like, "You cool? We cool? It's all cool? All right, sweet."
He just kind of nods his head.
And she will look back over to Pupper and say, "Stay close to me." And try it. Probably, I assume the worm foe is meant to lead them in the appropriate direction, or at least head vaguely in the appropriate direction.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's time to get a good scamper out, range pretty generously in the appropriate direction, and then set about to gonna look around for smells and tracks and whatnot, I imagine.
Here we go. I'm back. I'm trying to get this shit down to a science. I know when people can't hear me now.
Ooh.
So, how exactly is it y'all want to? Do y'all want to keep, or do you want to do your own thing?
I guess it depends on what the other people would like to do. If Ryan's game, at this point, Treehusk is pretty practiced in, you stay here and you go that far that way and I'll go that far this way, and we'll start essentially canvassing. It just depends on how game Ryan is. This is probably what she'll set up Brat to do. Basically be like, you know, you're going to stay here and I'm going to go over there. And then we're both going to go that way.
Brat takes to instructions well. Nods. Hi.
It will all be in very simplified, very minimal terminology, but it's basically, you know, you're obviously looking for new smells. Ones that you don't recognize. You're looking for tracks. Not the worm foes, though. Well, you probably won't find those anyways. Pat, pat. Like...
I feel like there's lots of pat-pats going on.
It's funny, if only because she literally does the pat-pat gesture with a paw. She has picked this up from someone. There's no telling who.
Do we unanimously blame Kevin, or is Kevin not to blame?
I'm gonna blame Autumn Nova because she probably picked it up from someone first. And I can totally see a doting den mother being like, pat, pat, there. So if people are game, we could go with a canvassing method. Basically keep the person on either side of you in sight and start trolling along.
Alrighty. So, we're going to start the good old-fashioned tracking rolls.
Oh,
So-
snippity snap.
Before people start rolling shit, I'm going to set the diff first. And the dice pool. So it's going to be Perception Primal Urge. Because you are looking for... Normally, because you'd be looking for an unfamiliar smell, you'd be looking for an unfamiliar smell in a place that relatively gets a lot of traffic. It would be an 8, because there's a lot of unfamiliar smells. But because y'all roughly know the Sept well, and even if you don't know the Sept well, you are with people that do know the Sept well, your difficulty goes down to 7. Now, all of you are in lupus form, which lowers that by another 2. Your final diff is 5.
Wait.
The help
Oh,
if
hell.
I pulled up.
Sheet. High five, Kitty.
Nice. Who's a good pupper?
I'm the good pupper.
I see 2. I see 3. Is Ryan rolling? Two, 3, and 3. Alrighty. Y'all are starting to move. Starting to move. The thing that sticks out for you, Brad, is how natural this feels. Like, it's the only discomfort that she really feels at the moment is the discomfort at being in a skin that she may not quite get yet, but it still feels
like-
quite normal.
I feel like the bulk of the discomfort is when you sit back and you think too hard about what you are and what you're doing.
Yeah, like
Just let it happen.
The main thing that's uncomfortable is just the fact that biologically this isn't really possible.
Cognitive dissonance. It's a thing.
Brad's just kind of disassociating. She's just like, nope, this is now a thing I can do. Don't think about it. Think about machines. I am a cog in the machine. I am the cog in the machine. Which is all she wants to be. And also, yay, everything smells. But, like, interesting.
But anyway, y'all are going. You're starting to get the sun's starting to come down. That red evening sky, that really beautiful red evening sky. It's casting like deeper shadows into the forest and all that. Y'all are ducking and weaving through trees and shit. And you're starting to smell, you do ping an unfamiliar smell. And there's a little bit of pure breed there. For the Fianna in the scene, actually, no. For Brett too. Brett, this smells like Connor.
Hmm?
It smells a little bit like Connor.
She'll kind of tell that to Treehouse. Be like, why does it smell like Connor? What is this? What is this smell? Is that my friend? Is that my friend?
Is your friend a wolf?
He's kin. But, like, I was kin. Is he?
No. This is wolf.
Hmm? It smells like him. Do they know Connor? Maybe they know Connor. I want to find them.
I smell like them. Stare.
You smell like trees. Trees and wolf.
She does in fact have how many points? Just 2 points of pure breed. Token 2 points. So she's probably got a little bit of those same like keynotes going.
Yep. Autumn Nova smells similar as well. Sorry.
Once you take a second to like process it and think about it, it's a smell that clings to a lot of people. It's weird. It's just that one little defining note, that little twang that stands out.
I wonder if I smell like that, or if I smell less.
No. You smell different.
Less? Well, they smell like Connor. I don't know why you guys smell like him. Or he smells like you. Similar? Not the same? But similar?
I will tell you a story when we get home.
Okay. But yes, that's what I'm smelling. It's hard to explain, because I don't know things.
And considering the other two got a stronger read, I imagine that, yeah, if nothing else, Treehusk will end up veering over. We'll say towards Brett, just because that's who she's babysitting, so that she can kind of key in on the potentially stronger bit of trail, and glance back to make sure that Ryan is keeping track. And yeah, we'll pick up with Brat trotting along, trying to keep the same trail that she has picked up.
Alrighty. So the smell gets stronger and stronger and stronger as they go deeper. Eventually, they start seeing paw prints.
We're getting closer?
Oh, sorry?
Sorry.
Oh, the only thing I was going to point out is it's not just one set of paw prints.
Would you like me to roll for anything else that might stand out, either survival or primal urge?
Yes.
Which one would be appropriate to what I'm picking out?
Depending on which skill you use, you will get different responses.
Okay.
You may use whichever makes more sense for your character and what they would go for first.
I'll lead with the primal urge just to see if there's anything uncanny that picks up. What are you setting base diff at?
This one is going to be really it's primal urge that starts to go into some shit related to biology.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to say the perception starts. It just starts at 9.
Okay, so it bumps down to 7.
Yes.
Gotcha. Ooh, that's 2.
Okay.
So if she's sticking her nose in the dirt, especially once they get around all these other paw prints, she's probably been like kind of trotting as the fucking, as our trail is getting stronger, picking up a little bit of the quickness, but at some point she will slow down and like stuff her nose in the grass on the paw prints, like picking up everything she can.
Yep. So as she's sniffing the paw prints, she's going to get another smell. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it because everybody does it. Katie, Treehusk smells some poop.
That's fine.
Here's the thing about it, though. You know how certain waste smells differently, and
Absolutely.
that can imply that there's something wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Treehusk can pretty intimately know that something is wrong.
So someone is sick on some level.
Yes.
Is this the leavings of the one we were after, or one of the others with them by chance?
It's a little too mixed to figure out the difference. Just
Fair.
because, like, matching someone's poop to somebody is I'm not sure how much of a process that is. I'll be honest.
That is fair. I imagine that she is very accustomed to smelling poops because that is a thing that the wolves do. It is just one more form of fucking marking, really. So, no, that's cool. She gets the idea, and
Yeah.
with that, we'll probably pick up the pace again.
I will give you at least this much with at least 2 successes. Whichever wolf that came from, they are very sick.
Yep, she will convey this to the others. Yeah, and no shit, the lupus will practically stick her nose in a pile of offal and give it a good snuff and determine very firmly that one of these wolves is very, very sick and we should hurry. And then, like, make with the quickness, most likely.
Following the quickness.
Alrighty. So now that little section was done, squad's gonna keep running. All in all, it's only been about 20, 30 minutes of tracking here. It hasn't been that significantly long quite yet. Until, well, let's get some, give me one more round of perception prime alerts checks. It was the same diff as the first one, so effectively it's 5. Ooh, hot damn.
So later when we have to fight something, this is where all my 10s went.
Damn, girl.
I wasted them.
You did all the 10s. Shit. So I just have 1 success, I guess.
You have 2.
Oh,
In lupus, your difficulty for perception rolls drops by 2.
Sweet Christmas.
So we're doing good. We got 3-3-2.
3-3-2. We keep in that consistency. As long as we survive, we'd be fine.
Just a moment, I'm just pulling some up right quick. Okay, there we go. So that's what I said here. Yeah, 3-3-2. Okay, so off in the distance, there's finally some visual confirmation here. The group sees a total of not just one figure on all 4s, but 5. There are 5 of them. It looks like they're all close together, and it looks like, as y'all look to the right, Autumn Nova, Jeff, and a few of the guardians that weren't on duty, like actively patrolling the sept, like they had somebody else to cover for them. They were coming along as well. But they look like they're quite a bit further ahead than y'all are.
So since this is Lupusy, I have questions.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is essentially like a little straggler pack. Is there any clear definition between the way they're interacting as they move around on which one is acting alpha and which one is potentially sick or weak or, scraggly or being left behind, anything like that?
Normally that answer would be pretty cut and dry, but because of circumstances,
Because
you
of
can roll
shenanigans.
me. Yeah, shenanigans. There are a total of like 3 rolls you can make for me for this.
Okay.
You can make me empathy, perception, primal urge, or you can make perception animal king.
I'm gonna go with empathy just based on her mindset in doing it. She's not looking for weird stuff. She's looking for social interaction. So I will let you determine what the diff is, but there are my dice. I assume that is at least 3 successes.
Okay. Yeah, it was standard. My bad. So your diff is 4.
I mean, if it's standard, that's 4 successes because. Okay. Nope, not 4. 3. Sorry, that would have been 3.
Okay.
I lied.
So first thing, all of them are sick.
Shit.
There is one. Okay, so with 3 successes, I'll give you 3 pieces of information. The first one being all of them are sick.
Okay.
Second one being there doesn't seem to be much of a cut and dry leader. Possibly because of the third reason. They're all looking for food.
This is going to get hilarious really fast. I'm sorry that I'm gross in advance. At the risk of totally scene stealing, may I make some actions?
Does anyone have anything they want to do before the gap gets closed up?
I'm good.
I will say at the very least that Treehusk will urge Brat to keep a good distance back so that she doesn't gain too much attention. Like, obviously she can stay near enough to, like, rush in if absolutely necessary, but she'll basically be encouraged to chill back so that Treehusk can try to just do this shit natural-like. And Treehusk will be taking Hispo because it is the easiest way to establish dominance in a small, scraggly pack.
But we'll concede and step to the side a little bit of ways, but not too far.
Does Ryan have anything he would like to do or interject or what have you?
No.
Okay. And I mean, she will tell them flat out if they wish to take Hispo, if they feel safer in Hispo, that is fine. Just do not take a 2-legged form for the love of God. And then she will start ambling at an easy pace towards this group, trying to kind of cut the gap. And as she gets into a range where they start paying attention, where they start responding to her presence, she will begin to start making the most attractive horking noises.
Oh no.
Because she is well fed and they are not. And this is an acceptable way to pass on food.
Okay. So, like, yeah, Autumn Nova and them they're gonna stop a ways away, kind of let Treehouse do her thing, and they're gonna keep an eye out for anything that happens to be trolling around here. Vale may be a bit safer, but motherfuckers like to pull up some guns or some bows and shit and try hunting and shit.
Fucking helicopters, man.
Yeah.
Helicopters.
I understand it's illegal in Ireland, but I also understand it's the world of darkness in Ireland, so that shit happens now.
Yeah, poaching's a thing. And
Yeah.
if there's news out that there are wild wolves in Ireland, there's a good chance there's someone out there fucking running around on a fucking 4x4 looking to shoot them a wolf.
Yep.
So yeah, basically she will make a point as soon as she gets acknowledgement, as soon as she seems to be seen and there's responses of
Hungry.
stopping in her tracks and starting to heave and hork and will legitimately
Hungry.
vomit up her last meal and back away from it.
Hungry. Hungry. They're all saying that.
No, she
And they
Hispo-sized horks up her fucking dinner and backs off of it so that they can scavenge it. Like puppies.
So, about only two of them to start coming up to Treehouse with any kind of speed. How much does she back away from the food? I'm just curious.
Enough to make in standard like lupus terms the point that she has horked this up and it is an offering. She's not going to back entirely off, but she's obviously not competing for it either. She's just kind of hovering mama dog style close by.
So mechanically, do we want to say about an action?
I'd say the ones that are right there, like if they get close enough to eat it, they could probably take an act on her that round. The ones that have backed off, I'd say give them an action to get over there.
I'm gonna give this some narration here. All right. So as they get closer, Treehouse is gonna see, both of the wolves have green eyes. Oh, there's the one with Fiona pure breed. He has very deep green eyes.
This is good.
Green eyes.
Hmm?
Those are the deepest green Treehouse has ever seen.
Yeah, she is standing in a posture that's overall very big and very confident. She is easily twice these guys' size at this point. She's got her tail flagged high up. You know, she's trying to establish a sense of dominance in a small pack of scraggly wolves. Because, you know, normally this would be the easy way to do it, yes?
Yeah.
She does not understand the significance beyond the fact that, well, I mean, many human Fiona have green eyes. That seems fine.
Which is probably going to come as very much a surprise when they become almost rabid in a full-bore run, and they run past the food.
She'll put on a full
roll initiative.
Absolutely. Yeah, she puts on a full threat display if they still go for it. Well, that happened.
I'm going to note this right now, and this is going to change a lot of shit. Both of them are going to spend a rage and drop Krynos.
Dude,
Oh Lord.
things just got real. While you were out, shit got real.
And they are going to scream in mangled lupus tongue painted by a Krynosform wolf food as they are going for Treehouse.
Yeah, Treehouse gets really big and then gets launched at by two fucking Krynos.
I'm gonna need people to roll me initiative, please.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I'm about to roll some initiative.
That seems like a good plan. I need to pull up my little combat sheet.
I feel like I
See
have
if
the
I need
combat
it.
sheet saved.
There we go.
You sent me the combat sheet, right?
I did send you one. Did you make a copy and fill it out?
I don't know how to fill it out, but I have it as a.
Okay, so basically, did you make a copy for yourself? At the top left, if you go to File, you can make a copy. Do that. Just rename it with your character name or something, and then in the Hamid column, put all of your Hamid stats. And then where it has like athletics, brawl, melee, like right now, all you're really going to need is the athletics and brawl. Plug those in. and it will do everything else for you, including initiative, your base die rolls for attacks, your base die rolls for damage. All you'll have to add are your successes from the attack roll.
Yeah, God bless. That's drive. Second suite. That would do the thing.
Okay, what?
After the initiative.
Yeah.
And it's wood stacks, right? I always
It
ask,
is
but I
the
never-
stats of whatever form you are in. Like I said, she said if you wanted to, you could have taken Hispo just to feel safer. She just encouraged you to stay back a bit so that she could try to get the interaction off.
Mhm.
Okay.
Would Autumn Nova have told Brat how to form into Hispo?
Sorry?
Would Autumn Nova had shown Brat how to form into Hispo?
Yeah. The
I
main
assume
thing
so.
is it is spectacularly hard to go into Hispo.
Yeah.
Like for a
Anything
for a
Brat-
newly changed Garu, it's really difficult.
So Brat would have just, I think she probably would have just stayed in her lupus form.
That works.
Now, what's gonna happen with everybody is everybody gonna get like a rage.
Entering combat.
Okay. I believe our highest. Hold on. GM roll initiative.
Kim, where you at, boo?
She did.
Yep. It stands to mention this is probably about the first time anyone in the group has seen a Krynos werewolf that looks malnourished. And just, if a Krynos Garu could be skin and bones, that's kind of what's happened here.
Ew. That does
And
not sound like a good image.
there is greenish foam coming out of their mouths. Just when I said rabbit, I knew damn well what I was saying.
Oh shit, they rabbit as fuck. Fuck.
Okay. The highest I see here is a 15. Does anybody beat 15?
Nope.
All right. Brat, you're up. Two horrendously fucked up looking, or at least what you can assume to be werewolves, are about to swing a tree husk right now. Luckily, their surprise action was running up. So they're in melee range, but there was no surprise round here.
Okay, good. Since Brat only really knows just a little bit of how to be a fucking wolf, she's gonna kind of run up and try to push Tree Husk out of their range because she imagines they're just shooting for her. So she's trying to be like, nope, nope, nope. Try to barrel roll them, like just barrel into her so they're both pushed away from there.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Are you going to intend to take the hit for Tree Husk?
Yes. I will roll for that. Because she knows Tree Husk is probably better at combat than she is. Small sacrifices.
Go ahead and make the tackle roll, please.
Okay. Fucking tackle roll. She had it down here. Fucking find it. Where's tackle? Can't find tackle. Where is this? Where it is? Damn. No success. I think I did that right.
Alrighty, and I believe that Tree Husk now has to make a roll to properly stay standing.
She failed. In fact, I think she technically botched. It's a diff 7 to tackle.
Oh, she botched? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Oh, if it's diff 7, then yeah, she botched.
Okay. Yeah, so as they're charging for Tree Husk, Brat's gonna barrel in and just use her body weight to smash Tree Husk out of the way. I want to note how much of a feat that is because Tree Husk is in Hispo form and Brat has stayed in Lupus. So Brat would have had to target a center of gravity and just push on that. Now, Tree Husk is pretty effectively launched out of the way. And when I say launched, I mean she only kind of like stumbles to the side a few feet. However, though, as she moves to the side, she's going to smack her head directly on probably some broken bits of tree. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Take a point of lethal. Don't bother rolling the soak. That shit hurt.
Sorry.
I'm taking the lethal.
Yeah.
I see how it is. Hitting me with your botch.
I'm sorry.
Yep, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's just one.
That's okay. I'll take a point of rage. That's fine.
Yeah, you're gonna take a point of rage. Also, I'm gonna give this to you. Take a point of rage for a cub tackling you out of the way and making you hit your head on the fucking wood.
Like, of all the stupid shit to do right now, fuck me.
Yeah. On that note, I believe we are down to Tree Husk.
Yup.
Brad is expecting to be yelled at later, if there is a later for her.
There'll be a later. Don't you worry, girl. Spend in 2 of that rage. Spend in 2 of it. And, all things considered, since Brad is still in fucking lupus for some reason, bless her little heart, for the moment...
My bad. I'm sorry to cut you off, Katie.
Do it.
Maya, Brat. Did Brat spend any rage?
No, I don't think she did. I didn't remember to spend a point of rage.
This is your moment. This is your opportunity to be like, oops, I forgot to say. I believe you can spend up to...
I know you're not in the habit yet.
You are...
I'm sorry.
You are currently at 6 rage. You can spend up to 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spend a point of rage to try to back the fuck up. And just be like, rush the other way.
You
Like,
can
shit,
also,
shit, shit.
on top of that, if you like, you can spend a point of rage to shift.
Alright.
Yep.
Then Brat will do the constipated look and try to shift. Spending that point, so that it means I spend 2 points of rage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
To
Well,
barrel the fuck away from the shift.
when you spend rage, you don't need to get that constipated look. It is smooth.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
It's instantaneous. It's fabulous.
Sweet. Spending the point for the smooth transition.
Are you going to Hispo or Krynos?
Hispo. She's gonna go for Hispo. Because
Okay.
it's like a
Fight
smarter
food.
move.
Trust me.
I will note all the bullshit I was saying about how comfortable Lucas feels. Hispo does feel a little weird. That's the one that feels kind of weird.
Weird.
Don't worry. It comes real
Constipated
natural
look.
for the biting and the clawing. It's
For
quite
real.
so good. Yeah.
So-
Tree Husk will be, kind of giving her head a shake. I will roll my stam to see if I can regen back that fucking...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, what
So
is my
sorry.
stam? My current stam is that.
7, I want to say.
Yep. Diff 8. Let's see if I can. Yep, I managed to heal back that lethal. Fuck that point of lethal in particular. And I will be lunging back practically over the cub because god damn it, getting in the way. But yeah, she'll lunge for whichever one's in the lead, honestly. Mouth open. It's happening. It's going down. So I'm gonna roll some shit and I'm gonna bite a
That's some nice
motherfucker.
running.
In
That's some
fact,
nice running.
Is it worth it? Yeah, it is. Let me take a quick glance. I'll totally close that fucking document. Give me 1 second, because I need to see what the trade-off is for aim shot versus damage. Where is it? Called shot. So head is +2 and +2 diff, +2 damage. Is that good?
Oh, which maneuver are you trying to use? My bad.
Just called shot for the head. +2 diff for the head, and then +2 damage if I land it.
Take us home, Tree Husk.
I'm gonna try. I've got a decent pool.
Kick ass, we know you can.
So it goes from 5 to 7. Nothing. Should have gone for that lower diff. But she will lunge back into the fray and make a fucking snap at one of their heads. Probably end up right next to their ear.
Yep.
Snap.
In the background, the other 3 wolves that were standing there. This is not actually like in the combat phase, so y'all don't need to worry about this. This is a side thing. One of them looks at Nova and starts to charge at Nova. Also takes Krynos. During which the wormfolk just leaps out of the fucking shadows and starts throwing hands at it herself. Initiating by fucking tearing, like, don't call him out with her teeth. And that fight's happening in the background.
Seems like a nice, peaceful backdrop.
Oh, sorry?
So that seems like a nice, peaceful backdrop on which to have our combat.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of those old school arcade games, the fighting in the background as you're fighting all the bad guys. Like Golden Fighter.
Alrighty, so it is going to be this first rabid wolf's turn. There's 2 tasty ass wolves right in front of it. We'll roll to see who it's going after.
Do it.
Actually, Kim, how much pure breed? I'm just gonna check his overlay. I can do that.
The bitch only has 1.
Okay.
I've got 2, and I don't know how much Brad has.
On a 1, it's hidden Treehouse. On a 2, it's hidden Brad.
Wait, it's going after Brad?
Looks like it.
Damn. I did charge in front of it.
This Krynos is going to go for a bite. A Krynos bite. No called shot. No nothing. I don't know what the hunger penalties are for this game. So I'm just going to act as if they have illusion wound penalties.
Okay.
What's illusion wound penalties?
It's some shit I made up. Basically, they're acting as if they have damage for the purposes of acting, but they don't have actual like health damage.
Basically, they're so hungry that it's distracting them, and it fucks with their fucking fighting.
Mm-hmm.
They basically lose dice from their die pool, just like we do when we get injured.
Got you.
Have that much. Oh, Jesus!
You can use that rage action to dodge if you like.
Yeah,
going to use that rage action to dodge.
Yeah, because I didn't ask you beforehand, I'm totally down with you saying that you did it. Because that was my
dodge. I'm dodge the fuck right now. Thank you so much, Katie, for this fucking sheet. I know the amount of dice to fucking roll.
Hey, doing math with dice with all these forms is hard on the fucking fly. So hey, you took away 3 successes. That's good. That's only 1. You've severely reduced the potential damage.
All right, there we
Trying to dodge
go.
like a motherfucker. Be like, yeet.
It's you managed to get out the way for the most part, but he's gonna nick you. Gonna nick you. Luckily, he's not his fault.
Yep, that stuff's a bitch.
Yeah, so like,
It's okay, I know what I'm about to roll for that bite. Be up close and personal, that's his problem.
okay,
All right.
you Brett, please soak me 4 aggravated damage, please.
That's what, stamina?
Mm-hmm. Make sure you use appropriate form stamina.
Yeah.
Yes. Are we doing roll willpower for this?
Hmm?
I feel like I'm gonna need it.
You don't get to spend willpower on combat.
Damn! Well,
That's okay. Ones don't cancel for soaker damage on this game, so
oh, thank God.
you soak 3 out of 4.
Yep. So here's what's gonna happen here. Like, it's going to take a small piece out of Brad. Now, the next thing that I'm going to describe for you is like, you know, the desperate attempts that a starving. I'm waiting until I'm back. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
You know the desperate moves that a starving man or woman or whoever would make?
Yeah.
If there was food placed directly in front of them and they finally got it in their mouth, and they would basically shove it into their mouth like as hard as they could.
Yeah.
Immediately after this wolf bites Brett, he does that, and he takes like his giant, well, not even giant, his almost like his shaking and brittle looking claws, and just kind of puts them up to his muzzle, and he's chewing. And he's still shouting hungry in garbled lupus tongue with its mouth full.
Next round, there's going to be some reflexive clawing.
After that, it's Ryan.
Background noise of just Brat yelling, "You motherfucker! I'm fucking hurt!"
Yeah, no, take a point of rage.
Point of rage. Taken.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna throw dice at something and see if it like gets a hit.
Basically, if you want
Idea of what's going on in this scene, though?
if you want some advice, since we have engaged the 2 that have run straight at us and you are still peripheral, you could try to get in on the flank, at which point you'd get -1 difficulty on top of everything else.
Highly suggest that you shift, though, if you're still in Homid.
And yeah, I would suggest blowing a rage to shift, and then Hispo Bite is the
Like-
fucking superior technology.
I know how to do wolfy combat. It's more sort of point. I'm gonna just throw dice at something and see if I can dies or gets hurt because I am rather tired and have low key been falling asleep.
Scientific evidence, guys. My scenes put Kim to sleep. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not being passive aggressive like that. Please don't. That was a joke.
It's not that your scenes put me to sleep. It's that like I had a like I went to work and then I got back and then I took like a fucking 10-minute nap and then I got the messages and then I was like, ah, shit, son. So I like had to fucking roll my ass out of bed. Literally.
Ooh-wee.
But yeah, we'll be doing the whole to Hispo, Rage Point, still at 2, good looking thing, yeah.
Ooh, sorry about that.
Oh, haha, I've remembered I'm doing this on all of 4 dice. That's great.
Are you remembering your form stats?
Which is why I'm doing it on all of 4 dice.
No.
Oh, damn.
At least it's diff 5.
Diff 4 with the flank if you want to take the flank.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because he has no brawl and only 2 decks. Thank you, ones. Ryan just fucking whiffs. Like
Okay.
the bitch he is.
Were you going to spend any rage for extra actions?
Oh yeah, that was a thing. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to assume you just spend 1 because you can only spend 1.
Yes.
Alrighty. It's going to be the second wolf's turn. Second wolf, even though she regenerated, you smell some blood. Tree husk blood specifically.
Num, num, num.
And it's going to keep screaming hungry. Would you like to dodge before I throw dice at you?
Oh, probably. Krynos ain't no joke.
Alrighty. It's got 1 success. So you would just need to beat 1 success.
I hope I can beat 1 success with this dice pool. Cry if I can't. Beat 1 success.
Yeah. So the second one also tries to bite, and Tree Husk is like, nah, son, fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Not today.
Alrighty. First round of rage actions. Brat spent rage, yes? She spent 2, yes?
Yes, Brat spent 2 to barrel
Alright.
away and then shifted to his bow.
I think, did you spend 2 on extra actions or did you spend 1 on extra actions?
Yeah, because you can. I assumed you spent 2, and then you spent 1 to shift.
I guess.
Say yes, because you blew your other one in the dodge.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll be getting 1. This will be your 1.
Don't stop. Get it. Bite it. Bite it.
She going for that? So, is it Brad's turn? Because I couldn't hear it because there's a
Yes.
vacuum in the background.
Yeah, she is going to get an action, like a rage
Yes.
action. Rather.
Rage action to fucking claw back at the motherfucker who dared to bite her and eat her flesh. How fucking dare you? So I'm just going to roll for decline. Bitch smacking. Except with nails. So this is 7. 10. One, two, 3. Is that 3? No, those are 1. So 2 successes? Difficulty regular or? Yeah, regular difficulty.
Diff for a bite
Three
is 5.
successes. No, I'm doing
Yep.
claw.
Go ahead and roll us that damage.
Just double check. This one is 9.
Yep, don't forget your form stats. I believe your strength right now is 7, and it's going to be +2 for the damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, you're gonna have to roll more dice. Give me a moment.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
give you the math because that was your base dice. Roll Another 2, please.
Okay. No, it's not
Okay,
enough.
so that was 1, 2, 3, 4 egg.
I don't know if speaking with Hispo translates. There's lots of fuck you, and she claws at him, be like, motherfucker.
Yep, so, yeah. This thing wants you, like, take a chunk out of it, Brad. You bit it, correct?
No, I clawed at it.
Oh, you clawed it? Oh, never mind. Awesome.
No.
There was clawing. She's wary of getting too close. Those teeth.
Yep.
There is some of her within its mouth. And so now she's giving it her claws.
Up,
Like, nope, fuck you.
up next is going to be Tree Husk.
Yup. And you know what? I am going to focus on the one because it's probably better to get one down and then the other. So I will go for number 1. But I am biting. Because fuck the police.
The sound of the leaves. The sound of the leaves.
Is it spending a rage action or anything to dodge?
No. It's devoting pretty much everything to swinging at you.
Beautiful. One,
Oh,
two,
shit.
3, 4, 5, 6. Please soak me 6 egg.
All right, homeboy's already at 2. Or, let me double check, make sure. Yeah, homeboy's at 2. He takes 4 more. He's at 6.
I don't know what's up, but I do have resist toxin for what that is worth.
Okay. Oh, this was a bite? Alrighty.
Oh yeah.
Now, yeah, no. I'm just gonna note it's a good thing you have resist toxin.
If it is super uncanny crazy poisonous, I can still roll. I just get extra dice with resist poison, but
it's
up
not
to you.
poisonous in the sense that like it's not like a xenomorph in that regard. However, like you can literally just you can it reminds you know what? It reminds you of a bug thing that you fought. It tastes like that almost.
Ew.
In a different way, like it's almost like you're biting into rotting meat.
That's gross.
Yep. Resist toxin always.
Yup.
Yep. Up next is going to be the our first buddy. This is the one that's got 6 egg on his ass.
Oh, he did spend rage. That rat bastard.
Although, wait a minute. He might not. He might not. Just a moment. I need to calculate some things in my head.
Quackulate that -5.
Yeah. He has like 2 dice. Yeah, he's got 2 dice. And because Treehouse has been doing more damage and she rolled in, he's going to try to bite her.
Come at me.
Can you dodge?
No.
All right. He's got a single.
Come at me. Don't actually come at me, though.
Oh, shit. That's 5.
1, 2, 3 of it is soaked.
Okay. You take 2 egg, and
It's a bitch.
it is bleeding. You've taken out. You've basically so. There's been a claw and there's been a bite. Both of these put together, a good portion of this thing's left side is just kind of gone and or hollowed out. There is blood just coming out everywhere. It's just great. There's not just blood, but there's other fluids coming out as well. And when he eats tree husk, because that's literally what he's doing. He's basically taking chunks out of her and consuming her. Everyone gets to see the nice bits of tree husk go down its esophagus and through into its stomach. They all get to see that process.
I protest mightily. I am not for eating.
But its action was over. Ryan spent rage, yes?
Hi. Yes. Hello. Yes. You did the rage thing. I'm gonna roll the thing. Shit, where'd it go? Really?
Who's Ryan going after? Is he going after the fresh one or the untouched one? Or no, wow. They're both the same, Tim. Is he going after the fresh one or is he going after the injured one?
He ain't about to
Get it. Kill stealing is not a thing in werewolf society.
Yep. You have kill secures and kill assists. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Kill assists are always welcome. Especially if they're getting eaten.
Okay, we'll just attack dude bro that is hurt then. And actually do some fucking damage this time.
You gonna catch some hands.
That was the wimpiest fucking...
I mean, that's 4 ag off a Theurge. That ain't bad.
Nice.
No, here's the thing. It has to rage heal now.
Yup. He only had 1 health level left. Fuck that guy. Fail. Fail! Yes.
Describe how you kill it, Ryan.
Describe.
I really... My brain cells are all dead right now. I cannot.
Do you mind if I give the appropriate execution animation?
You do what you wish. I'm simply here to throw my dice at things until I can roll back into my bed.
So, alrighty. Ryan, upon seeing what's been going down, goes in and does a bite of his own. And he sees a pretty good weak spot in its exposed left side, where he firmly latches his teeth and then closes his mouth and just rips back. Hey, Tree Husk, the part of you isn't inside of him anymore. It's right on the floor now. A digestive tract for the most part.
Good. Fuck that guy.
A lot of the sac that creates his stomach is there as well. Good portions of the intestine are also there.
Is Brat's
It's huh?
Are Brat's bits there?
Yep. As it basically, because a lot of systems were damaged during this, you're just getting a whole mix of bodily fluids, not just blood. A lot of people tend to gloss. There is fecal matter. There's urine there. That's happening. Have fun with that.
That's fine. This is all part of the beautiful natural process of murder.
Yep.
Making
As
Beth
it falls
more angry
down,
because now she's covered in bodily fluids.
as it falls down to the floor, like it less falls down, but his literal torso can't hold himself up anymore because so much has been taken out of him. He more just literally collapses. And you hear bones break and shatter as it relaxes back into Lupus, and it's whining, and it's still just saying hungry.
I have a hideous question.
Yeah.
Does the other one immediately lose interest in us?
Oh my god, that's true.
Yes. Immediately dives for essentially its fallen packmate and starts consuming his packmate.
Num num num.
Is that his action?
Yes.
His rage action blown on nom noms. He needed snackies. He needed them bad. So hey, top of initiative. Pat, go for it.
Top of initiative.
Going for that bite because nope, not on my watch, bitch. Don't fuck. What's it? 7? Yeah, 17, 10. Is it? Yeah, yes. She has successes.
Only I can see them. That's not you. That's not you. That's on me and my fucking phone. There we go.
It's all right. It's waiting for you. There's some 10s there.
Now, I see 5 successes. No, 4 successes. 4 successes. Roll that damage. Do you want me to do your math, or do you have the math?
It should be. Let me see. It should be 9. It should be 10. 10.
Basically, your successes from your attack -1. One of the successes is, woo, you made an attack, and all the others roll into your damage.
Yep.
So the people from the
3.
chart plus the extras.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. So then 13?
It's... What form are you in? Hispo, yes?
Yes.
Hispo gives you a +3. Your base strength in this form is 7.
Mm-hmm.
Damage, so your base is 9.
Okay.
And then your 3 other successes give you 12.
12. That's not bad.
5 egg is 5 egg.
No.
5 egg is 3 egg.
There would be biting. We do not bite our friends like that. We don't eat our friends.
So before I take my turn, Maya, would you like to spend rage?
Yes. There will be biting.
You can spend up to 3. How much would you like to spend?
I will spend. What do I spend for another attack?
Each point is 1 rage action, so you could have up to 3 extra actions.
Okay. So then, while she is fighting, she's going to also try to claw. So
you'll get basically. We'll do the first initiative, and then he'll go back around and do the rage actions next, and then just keep doing rage rounds after until we've gone through them all.
Okay.
Yep.
So
basically, how many more actions would you like at the end?
I would like 2 more actions at the end.
All right. Then you spend that too.
Yep.
Spending 2.
Does as a question for bookkeeping, Maya, is it? But would you like me to announce what kind of actions we're in, whether it's a regular one or a rage one or whatever?
Yes, please, because I sometimes forget.
It's easy to lose track.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'll try to get better at doing that. My bad.
No, it's okay. Also have to get used to it. Thank you.
No biggie. So that was Brat. So we are up at Treehusk now.
I'll bite it
Go for it.
with my face.
Do the thing.
Gonna do the thing. Is it spending an action to doge or anything like that? I probably should have.
No, it's eating. It's having a
that's
good
right.
time.
Man, that's right. Can I take advantage of the fact that it's distracted? Recoup
How
one
so?
of my if it is essentially crouched down and eating, can I at least get a flank bonus? It'd basically give me one more success. That's it.
I'm down with it just because I'm silly and didn't think of it.
It is worth asking.
Yeah.
So base damage plus 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's 8.
Die
It's already at 3.
If you would die, please, that would be great. I would appreciate it.
Alrighty, so 8. It takes 5. It's down to 8. Now it's rolling rage.
Oh, and in this action, I need to remember to quickly roll my fucking...
Not enough to save it. Yeah, no, so want to describe it, Treehusk?
Yes. Okay, I feel more legit now because I've healed back that point and I forgot about my -1. So, okay. Yeah, honestly, like, it dives on its own ally, its own pack mate to feed. Brat takes a pretty good shot at it, and Treehouse takes advantage of that second that Brat is making her own attack to creep just to shuffle just a bit this way and launch onto its back as it's crouched down so that she can get purchase on the back of the neck, dragging it down off of its crouch onto its side and just kind of does the T-Rex head shake with the neck in her jaw. The head might come off. That's a thing that happens. Either way, it's snapping at the very least, and there's blood gouting everywhere into her maw, onto her belly.
You tear off. You do hear a crunch. And what you get is you get a good amount of its own saliva that was in the back of its throat. Because your muzzle is pretty damn long. You also get its the base of its brain, and you get pieces of its skull as you do hear a sickening crack. You also take a good amount of its jaw off too.
That's fine.
As it's on its side. It's not a complete decapitation, but you know what? You could just kind of tap it a little bit, and it wouldn't take too much. But
there was an enthusiastic waggle involved.
As it relaxes into lupus form, it just reaches out and it tries to get the pieces of the dead wolf it was eating.
She will finish the job of separating its head if it's still got any life left in it to do something that disgraceful.
That's fair. The last words it'll utter are, "Not full yet."
Gagging in the corner by Brat.
At which point, she will very delicately drop the now separated head, retreat a couple steps, and if the rest have the rest of it in hand, we'll proceed to, again, pork up the contents of her belly on the off chance that anything really got down there. Because that built-in doggy Heimlich. Convenient.
Yep. Off in the distance. Basically, yeah, during the significant portion of that, she has basically she's in Krynos now, and She's wielding this very odd-looking dagger in her right hand, and with her left hand, she is holding this rhinos wolf's muzzle shut, and she just repeatedly shanks it repeatedly on a tree until it stops moving. And it's letting out some real muffled yelps and very, very intense pain, almost as if it's getting tortured.
And for what it's worth, especially as they leave combat, even during combat, Brat will have seen that Treehouse has taken damage, and it has knitted even in the midst of combat, and especially as they get out. And she's, steps aside, does doggy Heimlich. That last point of lethal should bleed off during the couple seconds following breaking initiative.
Oh, yeah. The ag y'all took is the ag y'all took, though. But I don't think y'all took a lot.
Cork.
But there are 2 remaining wolves that haven't made moves like that.
But there are 2 more wolves?
Yep. As I said, there were 5. 2 engaged with you. 1 tried to engage with Autumn Nova and the other Garu. And the Wormfoe pretty swiftly intervened. And you see the results of that with the lupus on the ground with extraordinary amounts of very gnarly looking stab wounds.
Mm-hmm. Extreme prejudice. What did the other 2 do? Did they go to the food that Treehouse offered?
Yeah, they're gonna go. And they're like, it looks like they're fucking, like, they're also shaking, and they also look like they're pretty submissive. I will note that they also have green eyes.
Yep. Treehouse will resume previous, programming, especially when it turns out there's 2 that haven't shifted or done anything especially uncanny. She'll give herself a shake and resume. You basically reinitiate the same series of behaviors, trying to kind of like take in and just usurp the idea of alpha, because it's the easiest way to get them in hand.
You don't need to roll. You literally just murk like 2 of them.
Just what?
You and a squad basically murked 2 of them. I'm not gonna have you need to roll for this.
Yeah. She'll just roll up. She will let them eat what she originally puked up, but afterwards we'll nose at them a couple times, kind of make sure that they're generally compliant, and then start kind of herding.
So when they eat what Treehouse has, what Treehouse basically like upchucked for them, they try it, and like, have you seen a dog eat something that they really just don't like?
Yeah, the lips pulled back and everything.
Basically,
like, yeah.
And they keep trying to eat this, and they keep just eventually, when they keep trying, they eventually just throw up themselves.
She will begin to look deeply concerned, because that is not a good sign.
They are whining and they are crying, and they are also saying hungry, and they are saying help.
Yep, she will begin to kind of try to placate them by, like, licking around their ears and whatnot. Basically, the opposite of the kind of stuff she was doing with Nova. So, instead of very appealing puppyish behavior, this is attempting to be kind of soothing. Like, I'm totally in control of this situation. And yeah, she will say, we will hunt. We will have food. Come with me and we will have food. I will get you food. All in appropriate wolf speak, body language, etc.
Yep. Wormfoe just kind of, she does a very, what looks like a right, almost. A very quick one for the one that she personally had killed. If anyone wants to identify the rite that was used, you can roll like intelligence rituals or perception. No intelligence rituals.
I don't think I have any rights, so I'm just gonna I don't even have a ritual score, so
Yeah, that's like the rituals knowledge, which I think only one person has.
Brett is not just like we.
Kim might be asleep.
Oh, poor Kim.
Yeah, but she does say a quick. She does a quick something. It looks like it's some chanting. Nothing. Some drawing on the ground, not very intricate, but something simple. One would say minor. But soon she'll perk up very quickly, look over to the side, look over, actually back into the direction of the set.
I imagine Treehouse will be bumbling something about how we will need cleansing, but start hurting / leading the other two back towards the sept.
Alrighty.
Brett will keep to the back. She knows she's
Wormhole will start to shift, and she'll look to Treehusk and the rest of the group, and she'll say, "The warder just contacted me via the pack link. Something happened. We need to go back." Treehusk, are they okay?
Ironically, yeah. I quick note. Ironically, if Brat is reverting to fairly compliant, she is being like nosed and herded along with the other two, the exact same behavior, because this is what comes naturally. So you and the other two will be kind of herded along until you get the right idea. At which point she will kind of take a more of a side than a lead, so that she can kind of shoulder nudge as necessary to correct. But yeah, she will pause to glance back and say simply, they are hungry. They are sick.
Nod.
Yeah, we figured that out. Need to get back ASAP.
And there's a bob of the muzzle. They are weak. I will make them go as fast as I can.
I will carry them on my back if I have to.
You will scare them.
Yeah, well, quite frankly, with what's going on in the Sept right now, we don't have a lot of time to waste, so...
Actually, is Brad still in Hispo?
Yes, Brett's still in his phone.
She
wasn't told to change back.
She'll glance over to Brat and say simply, do as I do, and will very gingerly reach over to the closer of the two, and somehow, this is a massive jaw built for killing, but she will somehow still very tenderly manage to, like, nab up at the back of this wolf's neck, snag the scruff, and hoist it, because, let's face it, in Hispo, you are double the mass of your average wolf, and you're pretty fucking strong.
We'll do as ordered. After kind of like nuzzling the little wolf, being like, I got you. Okay, I got you.
And there will be a brief glance back at the Wormfoe, like, is this acceptable? And then, unless the Wormfoe is protesting, she'll be able to pick up a much better pace, carrying the poor motherfucker.
Yep. Jackie, in a somewhat deviation from character, just kind of, she shifts back into Lupus and she looks to the group and says, "Follow me, we gotta move quick." And she starts making her way back. And I presume the squad's gonna follow her.
Squad! Yep.
Squad.
So, as Jackie starts moving towards the set, like anyone with that really knows like the perimeter deception around it, which I think is going to be pretty much Treehusk and Ryan. Brat knows it a little less. Doesn't know it as well quite yet. They're going to notice she's going in. She is definitely not going towards the steps proper. Definitely towards the bond. And when you hit the bond, you realize, okay, cool, we are like we're roughly on the set, but we're not on the set. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Or a more distant part of the bond.
Yeah. Where soon, about 10 minutes, no, 5 to 7 minutes before y'all get there, you will smell blood. Heavily.
Here is the thing, is as we're hitting the bond especially, there will be a point where, especially once you get that little tingle, Trias will start showing signs of anxiety because she can't really talk with a wolf in her mouth. But she will start showing signs of anxiety, kind of skidding to a halt. The ears start twitching and flipping around because, let's face it, they are probably worm-tainted, and running any closer to the Cairn Heart is bad.
Oh, as a notice from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, the bond is like basically like the territory around the proper.
It is. She's just going to start hitting like anxiety as they hit the bond because that means they're getting within like a certain loping distance. They could totally run around the bond without getting close to the Cairn Heart.
Yeah.
She will go back into motion. It's just more she will call attention to it by starting to act nervous.
That's fair. And yeah, there is kind of this it's like a communal den. It definitely is man-made, Treehusk. And there are a lot of wolves that look like this one. They don't look nearly as bad.
I assume they've been partially rehabbed.
Yeah. There are some that look entirely fine. In fact, quite a few that are entirely fine. But there are others like, yeah. And there's blood everywhere. And there are a few dead lupus here as well. And actually, y'all recognize this dude. All three of you recognize this dude. This is one of the cooks.
Is dead, or?
He's missing his middle section.
Oh, yeah, that's usually a pretty good indication of dead.
It looks like he was torn into. All three of you, at least Treehusk would know the warder pretty much by sight on sight. For those of you that don't know, there's this James Franco looking dude. Looks pretty damn built. His hands are covered in blood. And pissed. He looks real pissed.
What is the general behavior of the wolves that are still there, the actual lupus kin? Are they cowing in and around the dens? Are they acting agitated? How are they behaving?
Cowing. They are cowing. They are scared. Something happened.
Yep. Treehouse will lead by example and practically like shove the new one in there, figuring they really don't have enough room to squabble. And we'll step out of the way for Brat to do the same with the one she's carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Jackie will kind of turn to the group and just say, go and set them down. I'm gonna I'm gonna talk to my packmate before he frenzies. So bye guys. I'm gonna go ahead and handle that. Anyone that wants to roll perception empathy on Jackie, they can go ahead.
Rolling.
I will say that in all fairness, Treehusk is probably more concerned with the lupus and is probably, considering the number of them that she has probably aided in like bringing back, and the fact that she has an established kind of situation with a number of them, she is probably hovering around the mouth of the den. In fact, even hunkering there protectively, nosing in periodically if she gets whimpered at, grooming faces, grooming ears.
Actually, I can't roll. Rat doesn't have empathy.
You can roll for talents and skills you don't have. You still get the -2 diff in lupus. Basically, talents you can roll normally just without the dice you don't have. Skills are +1 diff, and knowledges you can't roll.
Is that enough?
Yeah, it's still 2 successes.
Sweet.
So Tim, that is 2 for you.
Jackie's hands are shaking in rage too. That's all I'm gonna give you. Everyone will see her as she goes to talk to the warder, James Franco warder. She kind of pauses and takes a moment to actually like drape some cloth over this can that's on the ground, and like actually like wrap him up. And actually start to carry him like a princess carry, not like a fireman's carry. She's actually it's kind of odd. This is actually the most respectful she's ever been for like anyone ever in people's knowledge. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and go, leaving pretty much like Autumn Nova, Jeff, and a few nameless Garu, and y'all. Autumn Nova will at least run up to Brett and start licking her. Are you okay?
Yes. Did my best to help. Looks sheepishly at Treehusk.
Listen, never tackle your packmate.
I was trying to tackle her away. I'm sorry.
It is fine. No one is dead. Don't do it again.
Okay, we'll do what we'll do. It's happily patted. Offers apologies to Treehusk. Sorry. They wanted to eat you. They ate bits of us. Bits! My bits! Your bits! They wanted our bits. It's fucking Dokkan.
Treehusk is like comically struggling with splitting her attention. If only because, let's face it, that wolf mind of hers makes it very, I imagine, something of a struggle for her to focus on 2 things at the same time. So she is looking between Brett and turning her attention back and forth between her and the wolves that she is practically mantling over. She's taken up like territorial behavior at the mouth of this den. Bring food, and I will say, is forgiven. She is still like nosing around, trying to reassure the 2 that are still starving. But is obviously completely unwilling to budge now that she is settled there.
Did Brass say anything in response?
Brad's just happy that Treehouse isn't mad and just trying to help. Be like, hey, I'm just trying to talk to the little wolves.
Yep, she basically said, if you bring food, I won't be mad.
Goes
That's
and
the
brings
deal.
food. Well, food she can find. There are lots of dead, and it's uncomfortable. She will look for food.
Yep.
Simple food.
As
She figures. Little pups.
oh, it's hilarious because one of the people that would know probably wouldn't care. The cook that died specifically, that one was a Shadow Lord, Ken.
Oh boy.
She lives.
Oh,
the time for the sass.
Ryan knows it too. Yeah, that one can. Do you know what's happened at this point?
I'm gonna just say a yes, so you don't like spend the next 5 minutes trying to explain.
Okay, too long didn't read. They ran into one of the makeshift inns on the Bond where some of these rescued lupus have been getting taken care of. It's not that hard to piece together. One of them frenzied here, one of these rabid ones, and killed one of the kin cooks, who happened to be a Shadow Lord kin. And the dead lupus there has red fur, like a Fianna.
Is the lupus that is dead one of the emaciated ones or one of the ones that was from the den?
It is one of the emaciated ones from the den. All of them are emaciated. About half of them are emaciated to it. It's just that these look better than the ones you found because they were actively getting taken care of.
I guess the real question is it one of the ones we had rescued or was it an external attack?
External attack. It was a separate thing.
Okay.
Separate thing. This was not one of the 5.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't someone came out of that nice little den that we made for them and tried to eat a kinfolk or something.
Or one of the ones you rescued, like, in the background.
Yeah.
In the background, yes, this is one of the ones that was rescued.
Well, shit.
Tree Husk did not rescue her directly, but this one was one of the ones that was rescued.
Yeah, it was one of the ones we were fostering.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, Treehouse is not budging from this den area, and she is not dropping from his bow. Congratulations. Would anyone else like to make some running commentary to fill this wonderful void of silence?
Well,
Yeah,
food if she finds any.
they are take care of the dead lupus at this point. And yeah, Nova's going to sit there. She's gonna actually sit in front of Tree Husk. It doesn't look like she's trying to come. She's definitely not trying to come in Tree Husk sideways like she's trying to threaten her. This is actually more of a conversational kind of thing, and she'll say, "I'm not sure these are first changes.
They are sick.
There is something else. I don't know what was in that worm place. But you do not get this by simply being a wolf.
No. They made them sick. I will stay here and keep them safe.
That is a good idea. I will need to take care of Tackle's pack mates.
There's an amused snort. They will still need food. I will keep them in order.
I hope that they eat.
They will also need cleansing. We will need cleansing. Kind of looks over at Brat, glances over at Ryan.
Sounds weird. Gross.
I can cleanse all of you. I will get a guardian to cleanse me. Unless one of you can.
Cue everyone turning and looking at Thairge, hopefully. I don't know.
But
Do you have cleansing? Red of cleansing?
yeah.
There you go.
I don't know what I'm doing though. Like, am I supposed to roll it? Because I'm
It
like,
is, basically, I believe. I mean, are you hand waving it, Tim, or you want to roll?
I'm gonna hand wave it because this scene has gone on for a minute, and I did go a little bit longer than I anticipated.
That's okay.
no, like I could roll. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Basically, one of the NPCs is willing to cleanse a lot of us because it takes a lot of gnosis to cleanse a group of people. But she will still in turn need to be cleansed. So everyone just kind of turns and looks at Ryan like, hey, buddy.
Oh,
Gonna be able
yeah.
to cleanse her back? Buddy, pal, friend? Thairge, buddy?
Yeah. Okay. There are like thumbs up or something. I don't know. Yeah. YOLO. Fucking YOLO.
That'll happen. Ominous Dominus. Everybody gets cleansed. And for what it's worth, it is a distinctly inhuman note, so I figure it's worth mentioning. Treehuska is not being very responsive to the body of the dead lupus. She's not really even acknowledging it, per se. She is completely concerned with the ones that are still alive. But she's not like mourning, she's not looking over at it, it is what it is, and it's there. But these ones are alive.
That one has been kind of taken by some peeps. So it's not like they just left a lupus kin dead on the floor to rot.
That's appreciated. I mean, admittedly, that's the natural way of it, but it's appreciated.
So, and on that note is people are starting to end up into their in positions for the night. Brad is being taken back to the hub cabins by Autumn Nova after food has been acquired. We can go ahead and call the scene there. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And I am so hungry.